Conversation is still brewing very hot right here in the studios, because right there, when we went on that break, the conversation continued. I wish you were actually here to listen to it. All right, but we'll still continue because I still have Ibrahim Abdulkarim right here in the studios, and I'd like to move straight to ask you. Now, there are quite a lot of interesting things that we have talked about, while we're offset, but bringing it now to the people, we've talked about participating, we've talked about these strategies, that are very important. Now, I have a question. If you check the political scene right now, you see a lot of youth groups. They are endorsing this, they are bringing, as a matter of fact, you even see most of the aspirants, especially in the APC, and some in the PDP also, the 100 million naira funds were contributed accordingly or supposedly by youth groups, some 21 youth groups. I read some 250 youth groups, and I'm wondering, so we have all these groups in Nigeria that are interested, in politics, if they ever exist, so how do you deal? Most of these youth groups, especially after June 3rd, when the decision is made by INEC, some of them will collapse. Some of them will be looking for where to go to. Now, two questions in one. Will the We Together be open, to accept these people in? Now, if you do, how will you check their excesses to make sure that they are not moles that will come and subvert the essence, of this party, because they also have some kind of supporters. They have interest, already that they have interest. They come in and, they know the political language and the political game, and they can play it, and at face value, you continue to see them like someone who is being sincere. How do you decipher this? What plans are in place to check these people to ensure that the plan of the Way Together group, which is, bringing the youth in Nigeria to power, what do you do to ensure that it continues to remain despite these infiltrations?
Well, first and first, Way Together is a divine movement. We hand it over to the God for God to assist us and shed the light for where we want to go to. That's that's the beginning of our movement. That's number one, because we are humans. The second thing is that we welcome them. They are young men just having been erratic. They want to get recognition. They want to, any other person want it, including myself. You understand? But maybe I'm doing my own this way and they are doing their own that way, because they feel that they have to belong to somebody's camp for them to grow. A lot of people feel like that, you understand. You have to have a conducive place for you to the way Steve Harvey said it. If you put an oak tree in a small pot, he will never give you the oak tree you will see in the bush, because the environment has already limited what he's supposed to do. So this young man, what we're trying to tell them is that don't be in somebody's spot. Your capacity, what you can be, is enormous. It's huge. But don't tie yourself to somebody's future, because if he's collapsing with you. Come to us. As you are now coming to us, build yourself. Not only build yourself, be a ladder for another person to build on you. For example, I'm telling you now, this is a number of people that are contesting in Way Together. I will just put myself there, put my banners, spend my money on all these big things, and then be just like any other person. But even Adam Garba, if he's coming to Way Together, we welcome him to Way Together. Even if he's going to contest now to get another smaller party to contest, we will even crowdfund to give him, with this amount of money you're having, get this small party. Let's see how we are young Nigeria, if we can adopt you at the long run for you to do whatever. We will welcome them. But what we are trying to do is that Way Together is not about person. We do leadership by responsibility. Once you come, we are not going to just remove somebody and make you an executive member. What we do is that let what you are doing, you understand, give you that sense of leadership, you understand. For example, in this your office, if you have 5 cubicles, all of you are working, even if you are the same mate, but you are adding value to what they are doing, covering them, what they don't understand about journalism, you pushing them through. Naturally, you become their leader. It's not a rocket science. But some people will come to you and tell you that I'm going to bring 20 million young Nigerians onto the fold, because what I have done in 2015, I know you can do it. I will give you your own code. We do registration by referral. If you come to Way Together and you were able to register, when we send you our code, you have to get a referral code. Once you use the referral code, you get your own Way Together ID. If you want to bring another next person, you are going to give that person your referral code. So it's like a multi-level marketing system. So once we pull you, we do Tianxia now, we do Tianxia, we do, where's the other one that they do? DNLD and this like that. So it's something that we are conversant with, you understand? So we can understand how many people do you bring on the platform? How many people are you bringing? If you're not bringing anybody, you just come to Abuja and make noise. You just want to be. A lot of them are coming to us. I know them, they know me, they are my friends. But I know they are just talk, no do. So we want talk and do, you understand? People that say it and they does it, you understand? So in a system like this, we are human, we can't go behind the scene. But we know God in His mercy change hearts. Some people will come wrongly. They want to hurt you because somebody paid some other people and tell them to do smear campaign about we together is connected to an Islamic agenda. You can see how foolish some people. And this young person came very close to us. His name is Victor. And then he now realized, when I do all the explanation for him, he said, but these people maybe they don't know you, or they're just getting scared. But he said, I personally going to register and I'll be part of the way together. That's God work. That's not my work. So even if somebody has a bad way of saying it and he's coming to hurt us, we're living with the God. It happens to Jesus, it happened to Moses, it happened to Abraham. We all read from the Bible, we read from the Quran. God all tell us, but He stand by them. What does God want from you is your good heart and your good intention. If you have these two combinations, God will be by your side and forever you will do the right thing, and God will even if you do the wrong thing, God will just be a trial for you, but He still bring you back to the track and you continue going to where you want to go to. So we still accept them and we work with them.
All right, so thank you for that. That's clearly understood. All right, but let's quickly talk about, before we go, there still remains the challenge of organizing the youth in Nigeria. Yes, you're talking about the referral system. A lot of methods have been adopted, especially by the political class. Some, but we still know that most of the strategy has been the handout strategy, where people come, they get things, for that they get their friends, and then they get to talk about it. I want you to talk about how we can disabuse the minds of the young people, of youth, which are the target audience which you seek right now, from following, this handout mentality, getting something in order to support somebody. I mean, it's clear, you cannot rule it out. It is there every day. Sometimes when I go to the field, I see it there. It's everywhere in Nigeria. If we must organize, we must have a uniform voice. So, okay, maybe I should ask you this way. What do you think we can do to oil the wheels of this organization of Nigerian youths and disabuse their minds, from the handout mentality?
It's called political awareness. You educate them. You tell them the stories. Give them even reference of some people that we see dead on the street of Imo. They are all politicians. They work for other people. They go to national television. They do a lot of things, you understand. But they didn't get themselves security. They didn't give themselves. It's just a monetary gain at just a particular time. Maybe they give you 1 million. Even if they give you 500 million. Next year, by this time, you will not be having that 500 million. Because I know if I give Benga 500 million, you're going to buy a car, you're going to have a house. All these are liabilities. Before you know, you want to maintain the lifestyle that you have already created for yourself, which is a 500 million naira lifestyle. So if you don't have a businesses that keep on bringing the money, you're going to be in trouble. So the idea is just talk to them, open it for them. From university, let them know, whilst we are university, that money don't bring happiness. Volunteering, doing something for your nation, doing something for others, that's what brings happiness. Me, if I contest today and I become a governor, will not be more satisfying that I have brought somebody that run on a platform that we designed together and he become a governor. If he's performing, I will more be just smiling and feeling that this is our handwork, this is what we have done. This is what Steve Jobs, Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, this is what they have done. They create a system, and the system works. Do you know how many people work in Facebook? Do you know how many people are working? It's not about Zuckerberg. It's about the team. It's about the people that he now make them to smile. The YouTube, it's not the person that does on the YouTube, but the series of people that are making the content and using the content. The same thing, for example, here, it's not about the person that now created the Kaftan TV. but about all the young faces that I have seen here enjoying a career, enjoying themselves, building something. Before you know, one day you'll be having something like that. This is what is called legacy, living legacy, having one for fulfillment. That big car, big house, a house in Dubai, a house in London will not give you. You can see, let me give you a clear example. Like Bizani, she got to her peak of her life. She became the petroleum minister. She got all the wealth. Why is she now happy, enjoying herself, living a legacy? No. The same thing. I look at all the presidential candidates now. Some of them even have AFCC cases. You know, all of them. You understand? Some, their even wives and their children, if they go to on vacation, they try to leave the other side of the name. You just say Benga Bellu and just leave the other name that already been dented with the stealing of Nigerian funds and other things. This is what we're going to keep telling Nigerians. You have an opportunity. Maybe in the middle of, for example, the opportunity I am having today, maybe nobody heard of any of my father's name, my great-grandfather's name. Well, nobody, I'm nobody. But if I stick to this, I may be like Awolowo. My name will sound like Azukwe in the next 100 years. I think it's more better to take that than for me to take. I know a lot of people that are rich now. The name is not there. So you have an opportunity. What we're going to tell young Nigerians is that you have an opportunity. 300,000 of you coming out of university every year. You know these people are not going to create job for you. Even the Japa is not going to be possible for some of you. Some of you are going to die running away through the Sahara and distance. So what we say is that let's fix. This is the best country anybody can beg God to come from. But we have a deficit of leadership. And the leadership cannot be created unless ourselves, as the followers, created a system that will be easier for a leader to come and lead. So we are creating that, and we together, this is the kind of Nigeria we want to see, and this is the Nigeria we are going to build on.
I say amen to that. All right. Thank you so very much, Ibrahim Abdulkarim.
Thank you very much.
The convener of We Together. It's been an interesting time with you on the Polity Today.